They're just crazy. They go crazy. Like I said, we need to put more money into insane asylums. Yeah, I'm just rubbing it in because they keep trying to come back. They was trying to make fun of what I said last night about my Bible and my highlighter, but yeah, little weak bitch. But anyway, that ain't what I want to talk about. This just make fun of It's if you see it as what's his name, Juicy or Jesse Smollett. The fake MAGA country in Chicago. The irony. That's why nobody cares that he got. He just if today's his conviction got overturned, like Law and Order style, right? It's like that. No big deal. Because first I didn't even click. I clicked on it for like a second. The news report. This channel right here ain't the news report. I haven't watched it all. Watched like a minute worth. And then I had to come out here and talk shit. But this one I haven't even clicked on it. How Trump changed the game for why black men like Trump. It's easy because they sold me. I told them, I never voted Republican. I mean Democrats ever, right? In decades. And they spent all this time, decades, trying to harass me. All these niggas, black folks, trying to sabotage me. And they see now they just sabotage. All they did was sabotage themselves and the ones, that might appear to have a little money. They're gonna lose that in their status. And trying to mock me and be like me, they didn't got their family members smoked, all types of shit. Seriously, they got dead loved ones because they tried to act like me and they didn't know what they was doing. But so now they realizing, like, yeah, he was right. So that's the answer to this. I ain't even got to click on that. It's like, yeah, you're welcome, everybody. But here to the Jesse or whatever the fuck his name is, Juicy Jesse. But the one thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna let it play right quick, but let me rewind it. I stopped at, you see, that's where I stopped, but I'm gonna rewind it to the beginning.
Breaking news, the Illinois Supreme Court just ruled on the case of Jussie Smollett.
The Illinois Supreme Court ruled in favor of Jussie Smollett. And we're following breaking news. The Illinois Supreme Court has just overturned Empire actor Jussie Smollett's conviction.
So, Empire actor Jussie Smollett's conviction has been overturned because of a technicality. Let me explain why.
And I think I started, yeah, all right, I started to leave a comment, but that's where I really stopped it at, right? I started to leave because it's like, as soon as he said this, because like I saw it earlier, it's just like that nigga riding by with that raggedy car, or if it's supposed to be an expensive car with that the little boy pipes on it, he gonna be sorry next year. Not revenge. It's just he can't hack it in the real world, the old fashioned world where men are men. He ain't gonna be able to hack it. But yeah, the little boys they done. Yeah, they tried to make us look like little boys, and now they're done. But anyway, so what I saw the Jesse, whatever his name is, Juicy Jesse Smollett. I'm just call him Jesse. Fucking Jesse is easier because I can't whatever that French shit is. Juicy Jesse. Nigga, your name Jesse. Just shit, this is the end of it. But anyway, Jesse. Yeah, I saw it earlier. I clicked on it for like a second, but I ain't even try to, listen. But so, I found this guy's channel the last couple of months, so I listened to him right quick. But as soon as he just said, that's why I really stopped it. He said, technicality. I'm like, that makes sense. And it's like any sane person, nobody's gonna be mad at that.
So this is the Illinois Supreme Court's overturning of the Jussie Smollett conviction. Now, I'm going to shock a lot of you. I agree with the Illinois Supreme
It's like, why is that shocking? Not just, you don't have to be a lawyer to understand how important that is for anybody. I don't care. I've been said it. I said it before. It's like if your loved one gets, hurt, they're still alive, but or whatever, assaulted, or actually, God forbid, they're dead, and the person gets off on a technicality. That's, and more than likely, I'm not being funny. You voted, especially nowadays in the last 10 years. Y'all live in a city where they got diversity hires, Democrats, and they fucked up. They fucked up the prosecution. They got diversity hired cops. They fucked up the evidence collection. We all know all this from really Law and Order, because CSI, that's more the, like, ain't as realistic as Law. CSI, they always do everything right and solve the crime, but Law and Order, it'll let you. That's where you get that from. The chain of command of evidence and this and that. But that makes sense. But first, you know what? When I first saw it this morning, I'm like, oh, they just let him off because I didn't know it was a conviction. I'm like, they're mad, just like everything. They're okay. Well, we gonna let Jesse get away with his MAGA hoax. Blaming MAGA, and it was a hoax, and it was two African dudes that he hired to jump on him, and yada yada yada. That's what I thought earlier, but honestly, it's the same thing. So, and I don't think any of our people on our side, and him saying that, this YouTuber, don't get mad at me because it's like, one, he's a lawyer, he's an actual lawyer, and that's what I'm saying. That got to prove that he was a former Democrat too. The fact that he thinks that little of his listeners, anybody, his subscribers, that we would be mad at him. Anybody on the Republican side, no, we got common sense. As soon as you said technicality, that's it. Okay, first of all, it's Chicago, Cook County, Kim Fox. She's a George Soros DA. So the whole thing, yeah, it didn't, yeah, shoddy work. And I ain't even listened yet. I haven't got past this point because, like I said, I had to come out here and make a video about the you know that him saying, like we're Democrats. Oh, y'all don't be mad at me because Jesse got away. We don't give a fuck. Seriously, all we care about is the election. You know, we got everything, all three branches. So yeah, we don't give a damn about Jesse, but it's funny. Let's see what's happening.
Supreme Court. Their overturning of this conviction was the right thing to do. Now, before you jump down my throat, let me explain why. So first, let's start with why was Jesse Smollett appealing his conviction?
Good morning. Well, Jesse Smollett's legal challenges continue as an Illinois appeals.
I mean, what I'm saying is, it's like this guy. What is it, Nate the lawyer? Acting like we're Democrats, like we're emotional. No, no. It's like, nah, all of us are sane, smart. I wanted to be a lawyer. So it's like, and also I got a lot of friends who on the other side of the law. It's like, if you fucked up, you fucked up. It is not about just about justice. I mean, you just gotta think about everybody. That's the reason for the way the justice system is supposed to be run the right way. Democrats fucked it up in black cities. That's emotional. Oh no, throw Jesse in jail no matter what. It's like, no, you don't throw Jesse in jail no matter what. No matter if you don't like him, you think he's a clown. Everybody knows. So basically, we know he did it. We knew he did it the whole time. But he got it. But if he got off on a technicality, it is what it is. And those are Democrats who fucked up the prosecution. Or whatever it is, we'll find out, because it was a crime, so maybe it was evidence collection. So I'm gonna let it play, but obviously Democrats fucked up the prosecution. So it's nothing for us to be mad about, but that's how the law's supposed to work. So none of us have, he shouldn't think so low of us that we get mad, or mad at him, especially when he's a real lawyer. And we should be mad at him, like, Well, why would you say we're not Democrats? No, no, throw him in jail no matter what. He said something bad about MAGA and Trump. No, we're not like. I keep telling you, don't bring that shit on our side. Seriously, you can go back to the Democrats with that bullshit. We don't need you.
Here's oral arguments today that the former Empire TV star's conviction for staging a racist, homophobic attack on himself back in 2019 and then lying to police about it should be thrown out. Now, in the lengthy written appeal, Smollett's attorneys claim that his conviction violated his Fifth Amendment rights against double jeopardy. You may know that double jeopardy is legal protection which keeps people from
getting prosecuted twice. Yeah, especially if you know drug dealers like I do. Yeah, all right. So they fucked up the first time or whatever. They can't prosecute you twice. Like I said, ain't none of us on this side. But one, like I said, I still just blame the Democrats. Chicago, Cook County, those are Democrats. This shows diversity hires. One, technically, you can go conspiracy theory and say they fucked it up on purpose for this purpose so he can get off a couple of years later. Because his whole thing was a Democrat operation to blame Republicans for him getting attacked. He's black, he's a double. For them, he's double. He's a black gay dude. So yeah, it was a double win-win, right? If it would have worked. So it could be they fucked it up on purpose so he could, it's all George Soros. If you want to go full conspiracy. Or, like I said, either way, it's their fault. I like the latter, which I think what I said is just incompetence. Democrats, diversity.
Being punished for the same crime twice. The special prosecutor disagrees.
So Jussie Smollett's appeal hinges on the Fifth Amendment's prohibition against double jeopardy. That essentially means you can't be punished for the same crime twice. So, as always, let's start with the facts. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, Jussie Smollett was found guilty of staging a hate crime against himself, and he was sentenced to 150 days in jail and 2.5 years of probation. So, first, let's talk about what happened. On January 29th, 2019, actor Jussie Smollett reported being attacked by two men on a Chicago street at 2 a.m. in the morning. Now, it's important to understand that this was one of the coldest nights on record in Chicago. Here's a news report.
I'm Brant Miller. Here's the overnight update of the forecast on NBCChicago.com. It could still see a couple of flurries tomorrow. Look at that air temperature. 1 below zero for the high temperature. Tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, 23 below. Not wind chill, air temperature. Wednesday's high temperature, 15 below zero. 25 below the air temperature Wednesday night into Thursday. Dangerous cold. Check on your neighbors.
Now, after an exhaustive police investigation, the police found that Jussie had hired two men to stage a hate crime against himself, and he actually paid them with a check. Now, Jussie was eventually charged with filing a false police report, and he was arrested by the Chicago Police Department. The elected prosecutor, Kim Foxx, who was close personal friends with the Smollett family, messaged the Smolletts advising Jussie to
We're talking houses for $5,000 to $10,000 and land for as little as $1,000. This is
advising Jussie to be quiet and stay consistent.
Show that Smollett's sister and Fox were in communication, and Fox says your brother should be fine as long as he stays consistent. How does she stay in a job after this?
Now, after that revelation that the elected prosecutor was helping the defendant try to stay out of trouble, on February 19th, 2019, State's Attorney Kim Foxx recused herself.
And the controversial Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx recused herself. Her office issued this statement. Out of an abundance of caution, the decision to recuse herself was made to address potential questions of impartiality based upon familiarity with potential witnesses in this case. And there was confirmation that Smollett pleaded no contest back in 2007 in Los Angeles to a DUI, providing false information to police and driving without a license.
Now, this is where things get interesting. See, Fox knows she can't actually dispose of this case after she recused herself. Now, how do we know she knows that for a fact? Well, because her team advised her that, yes, when you recuse yourself, you can't do anything else with the Jussie Smollett case. It has to be a special prosecutor. Here is those emails.
The supervisor of the Criminal Appeals Division looked at the legal angle and wrote to Office Brass, "My conclusion from all of these authorities is that while the state's attorney has the complete discretion to recuse herself from any matter, she cannot simply direct someone, even the first assistant, to act in her stead."
A real recusal under Illinois law means that the case would be in somebody else's hands outside of that office, outside of her, and that's not what happened.
So what did Kim Foxx do? Well, she simply ignored the law. Fox actually went as far as to create a fake position and appoint one of her first deputies to that position to prosecute Smollett. Kim Foxx's office on March 26, 2019 dropped all the charges against Smollett, and then she claimed that $10,000 fine that she ordered Smollett to pay for restitution was all that she can get back. It was the maximum. That Smollett had no criminal background. But we know that's false because of the California DWI case, and that the evidence wasn't strong enough to obtain a conviction. So these were the reasons why Kim Foxx said, hey, we're just going to drop all the charges and just get the $10,000 back. Now, an investigation found that all of these excuses were actually untrue. They were lies that Kim Foxx was trying to put forward to help Jesse Smollett get off. Here it is.
The report found misleading and false statements by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, like there were 5,700 similar cases, but the special prosecutor found few examples of similar cases, that $10,000 would be the maximum he could be asked to pay, but Smollett could be forced to pay restitution to the city. That Smollett had no criminal background was not true.
Yeah, that's it. Like this comment right here. I'm going. He's going to that he's been vindicated because he's innocent. It's like, no, he's not. Everybody know he's did it. It is like, first of all, who cares about Hollywood? Hollywood is done. Nobody's gonna believe that. People are tired in Chicago. Like I said, they clowning that mayor. That's what I'm saying. This is like whatever. This whole thing. See what I'm saying? Yeah, this whole thing. This is like a fake comment. You know. And like I said, that's what I said. The whole either way is that's where I started from the beginning. I hadn't watched it yet. The whole thing is Democrat shit. The whole thing, whether it's a technicality, whatever. Nobody cares about Jesse, you know, whatever. Whether it is either planned, like I said, the first time, you know, that, you know, Kim Foxx and them did it on purpose so he can get off like this, or, you know, it's Democrat incompetence. I mean, these idiots are losing their minds. You know, they think this is some kind of witchcraft. This is seriously some kind of Democrat spell. They think that's going to work again to help somehow. I don't know. They don't think they're going to get back in the White House, but it is like maybe revenge or something to keep stopping everybody, you know, the country from prospering. That's the only thing. I don't know. Jesse must be their witch doctor or something. I don't know. Because, you know, it's like they don't know the law. Even nobody. The comment section, you know, I ain't even got to finish watching it. I really don't. It's like, it has nothing to do with anything. You know, nobody really, like those comments, that's not one of us. That's not a Republican. Now he's going to tell people that he's vindicated. It's like, no, if you did something as a cop, or prosecutor and you were wrong, that's the end of it. You know, don't fuck up. Do your job. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Lowered standards. Those are all Democrats who are just emotional. If he didn't do anything wrong, but we know he did it. We know he did it. There's proof that he hired those dudes, those black African dudes, those muscle dudes. We know he hired them. So there's nothing he's not going to be able to use that to tell people he didn't do it. Everybody knows he did it. It's just now you got up on the technicality. It's no different than somebody who hurt somebody's family member, and that like I said, it's the classic 90s or 2000s Law and Order. You know, like I said, with the end, you know, some episodes had the ending where the person that won the trial gets killed at the end of the episode because he got off, and you know he's coming out giving us, you know, it's he's coming out the courthouse, and he's the reporters. So, Mr. Jones, what do you think about? Oh, well, I'm just ready to get back into my life. I know I was, innocent the whole time. Well, you didn't get off. Well, you actually only won because of a technical. Well, yeah, but either way, the police set me up, and then all of a sudden, pow, 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 pow. The law and order shit. The courthouse, the law and order courthouse justice, because they got off, right? That's all this is. It is like nobody, no real Republican is mad or is like, oh, he's innocent. It's like sane people like it's like just it turns out I was right. That's exactly what the dude started to say, that Ken Fox fucked it up on purpose the whole time. That's what I said. I said the whole time it was fucked up. So nobody's gonna believe him like, oh, he's gonna be able to use this to vindicate himself. No, if you didn't do your job as a cop or whatever, or a judge, you fucked up. Unless like I said, you're a cop who had a vendetta in the first place, and you're just mad because you got caught being a dirty cop. I mean, just pure stupidity. That's what I'm saying. It's just pure stupidity. And they gonna let their emotions get the best of them, but not us. We're not gonna let. You see, it's not a big story. They keep putting it in my recommendations, but I only even said anything about it because that dude Nate the lawyer, his channel, he said, y'all gonna be mad, don't be mad at me or something because I agree with it. It's like, why would we be mad at you? It is like I said, if you know enough about the law, you don't have to be a lawyer. You don't want the justice system. They fucked up. That's on the Democrats. Chicago is full of Democrats. And so, like, that's all I said. And I'm not being emotional when I say what I'm about to say. I've been saying it. They deserve what they get. I'm talking about the citizens who keep voting for these Democrats. If their lives are fucked up, if their loved ones get fucked up, even taken out, they get murked or something, assaulted. Hey, we don't have to feel sorry for you. We don't have to pray for you. We've been praying. We've been telling y'all. We've been telling you what God told you. Y'all want to keep playing. It's on y'all. At this point, God told us we don't have to help y'all. Nothing. Feel bad for you or anything. We're protected. It's all over with.